Montana's Brier, page 1-2 qualifier, Newfoundland and Labrador, skipped by Brad Gushue, taking on Matt Dunstone in Manitoba. Gushue looking to make the page 1-2 playoff for a fourth straight Brier. Still undefeated this week, entering Friday. After a blank in the opening end, Manitoba facing one without hammer. Manitoba third, Colton Lott throwing a second of the end, and check out this shot. Hits the high guard, but somehow still makes both red rocks in the rings disappear. Now it's Dunstone scoring two. A wild shot early on in this one. But later in the end, final stones. Dunstone sitting one now, trying to draw in and sit two, but he's a little heavy. So the double is open for Gushue, and let's go to that final stone. Gushue looking to make Dunstone pay.
So tied with Kevin Cooey, number one in hits.
Curl, clean, whoa, curl, clean, curl. Come on. 7.
Yeah. And there you go. The hits just keep on coming too for Gushue.
The hometown crowd loving it as Gushue opens the scoring in the second end with the deuce. It's 2-0 Newfoundland and Labrador after 2. Next end, Dunstone facing 2 without hammer, throwing his last of the end, going for the double. He gets both reds moving, but the shooter does spin away. It's just a single for Dunstone, so the lead is cut in half. It's 2-1 after 3. To the fourth, Dunstone again facing one, this time without hammer, throwing his last, looking to hit and roll off the shot rock to be sitting 2, makes the hit, and it rolls underneath the yellow. A great shot that forces Gushue to draw for the single with his final stone of the fourth. With 6 feet of curl on the draw, it's a good one by the 6-time Brier champ. He picks up the single. It's 3-1 after 4. Next end, Gushue facing 2 without hammer, throwing his last of the 5th, playing the hit on the yellow and wanting to roll inside the shot rock. He makes the hit, but it doesn't roll enough as it stays outside of the yellow stone, so leaving the draw for a deuce for Dunstone, going through the middle, and it's great weight. Sits on the tee line. It's a deuce for Dunstone as we're tied at 3 going to the break. 6th end, Dunstone sitting 1 without hammer, throwing his final stone at the end, playing the draw, trying to force another single for Gushue, and it's another good one. Finding a piece of the button, good for shot rock, not leaving any double for Gushue, and he's going to have to work for the single. Throwing his last, plays the tap on the yellow, and a slight roll onto the pin. Gushue picks up the single, regaining the lead in the 7th. Dunstone facing 3 and being forced to the single again. Going to play the open hit, throwing his last, makes the nose hit and able to keep the shooter around. It's good for shot rock, and it's 4-4 heading to the 8th. Next end to skip stones. Gushue facing 2, throwing his first stone of the end. He's able to freeze against the yellow on the draw. Good for shot rock. So Dunstone now throwing his last, playing the nose hit. His own yellow disappears but freezes his shooter on top. The red stays as shot though, so Gushue electing to throw his rock into the bumper. It's a 3rd straight single, and Gushue is up 5-4 heading to the 9th. Dunstone facing a couple with hammer, throwing his first of the end with a pretty straightforward double. He makes both reds disappear and keeps the shooter in play. Dunstone setting up for the blank to try and win it in the 10th. And after Gushue played the takeout on the yellow, Dunstone with a chance for the blank. The line is good and so is the weight. Dunstone picks up the blank and we are heading to the 10th with Gushue still up 1. And in that 10th end, let's jump to final stones.
Take away that red raise at the top edge of the 12-foot.
Absolutely the right call here. That whatever Dunstone has is extremely difficult.
Line's good.
Not a bullet.
They got off on this as soon as Brad let it go.
Oh, you gotta go, fellas. Gotta go, fellas. Gotta get it across, fellas. Get it going, get it going, get it going, get it going. No, he did not. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. As he left the door open, not only for a a tie, but for the possible win here. Colton Lott has the brush down right, just off the middle of that red stone final rock. He trails by one. Has he got the combination to pick up the win here in 10th? Harndon's it backed away all on its own now, and he does! Dunstone will pick up the win.
Dunstone pulling out the win in the 10th. He will play Alberta and Kevin Cooey in the Page 1-2 playoff Saturday night. For Gushue, he will take on Team Ontario and Jaden King later Friday with his last chance at a Brier championship on the line.